Hey everybody, Michael Snyder, California Weather Watch. Today's February 25th, and right now we are looking at the infrared satellite imagery. Check out the system that went through the Pacific Northwest. Pretty big wind maker here, fairly major windstorm across the region. Not much to speak of across California, but that is possibly going to change here. We do have some energy. It's going to be headed our way over the next week or two, and we're going to dive into those details as we go through the video here this morning. Taking a look at the visible satellite imagery this morning, you can see there is some marine layer, Southern California. There's some fog out there, San Joaquin Valley. You see some of the mid and high level clouds streaming across the region. Look at the snow-capped Sierra Nevada. There's Mount Shasta up there. There is some marine layer around the Bay Area here this morning, but there are also some clear skies peeking out. And we do have some wave action along the coastal area, so keep that in the back of your mind if you're headed out towards the coast today. If you want a nice, affordable home weather station, click on that link down below to save 10% off. It's got its own lightning detection system with that great smartphone app. Helps support the channel. Now, high surf advisory is still in effect for some, looks like west-facing beaches here for Southern California, but go ahead and check that before you go. And you can see some of Northern California also still some high surf advisories are in effect. Now, weekend precipitation potential here. So what do we know? Well, we have the potential, at least, potential for some snowfall above 6,000 feet and potentially more as we go through the extended forecast. I'll show you that here more in a moment. We're still trying to get the exact timing and the exact snow levels and just how much precipitation is going to fall across the region. And yes, Southern California has the potential here as well. And also one more time with the high surf advisory out there. I don't know if this is a high surf advisory, but there is some hazardous conditions along the Bay Area as we go on in through Wednesday morning tomorrow. So let's take a look at the GFS, hot off the presses. There goes that system to the Pacific Northwest. We warm up for a few days here across much of the state. And then we get this cutoff low that's going to visit. And there's still some question what this is going to bring because it does show some precipitation, but it's been bouncing around with the amounts and the totals and the timing of that. And then we get another system rolling in there right on the heels of that one as we go on in through the following week. So you can kind of see the troughing starting to hang out here a bit, and that could bring us more active weather. And if we scroll off into the extended forecast, the GFS wants to continue to throw some systems. That would be a fun system there, but we're looking way off 10 plus days out into the forecast. So just something to watch and kind of dream about at this point. Looking at the GFS, we'll put that into motion. So trying to nail down the timing of this next cutoff low. Looks like it starts to bring some precipitation towards the state as we go through the day Friday in this upcoming week. Some mountain snow potential with that. Will it get to Southern California? Good question. And then that next system rolls through here. Again, additional rounds of potential snowfall for the higher terrain, some precipitation. How much for Southern California? Still not quite sure yet. Then we look off into the extended. So it looks like we may remain active through the first week or 10 days of March. And again, that would be a much more fun system, bringing a strong frontal system all the way down through Southern California. But again, it's too far off in Fantasyland to get too caught up in those details yet. So if we take a look at the European artificial intelligence, do we have model agreement here? Well, there's that cutoff low, and it does bring some precipitation to Southern California. Next system hot on its heels. That's a better precipitation maker. That would not be bad here. So we'll pay attention to that one over the next few days as well. And then it continues to bring some activity into the state of California. So you got to like that signal there on the European. And that is within the 10-day period there as well. And then maybe additional storms after that. We'll see how that goes. But not a bad look through the extended for California. And I just wanted to bring this up as well. We are going to have some gusty offshore winds for some of Southern California. See the north winds coming down across Nevada in towards the desert areas. And that goes on in through Wednesday and then through Thursday. You know, you're gusting 40 miles per hour, 45 across some of the canyons there, and some gustier winds across some of the desert region there. That is a crosswind for some of the interstates. So if you're driving high profile vehicles as you go through Wednesday and Thursday, heads up for that as well. Taking a look at the wave action, you can see that we do have that wave action still out there moving around, get a little bit of a break, but then some additional systems will be rolling in here towards the end of the week. As we mentioned, that cutoff low bringing a bump, and then as we go into the weekend and the following week, and another bump in some of that wave action there as well. So we are not done with winter. Even though meteorological winter ends on March 1st, it looks like we're going to have some activity here as we go through the first half of March. 2-meter temperature anomaly. Let me just update that and make sure this is all up to date, and we'll take a look here. But as you can see, we are going to spend the next couple of days above average here across much of the Southwest and the state of California. Then the cutoff low comes in here and does cool down the state some. Then another system quickly on its heels would have us below normal here as we start off into the first week of March. So thumbs up for that. And hopefully it's going to bring some meaningful precipitation down towards Southern California where we really need it. Daily 2-meter maximum temperature. This is for tomorrow. Look at the widespread 70s, warmer across Southern California, desert areas. Look at probably 95 for Death Valley, according to the National Blend of Models. Put that into motion for Thursday. Look at that. Mid-70s, but then we start to cool down as we go through this weekend here. And you can see by the time we get towards Sunday, look at that, back down to the upper 50s for the Sacramento Valley, down into the mid-60s there. And we cool things down as we start to bring those systems back in here. So yeah, enjoying the warmth if you like it here. A little early taste of summer and late winter. Now, 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook. Gotta love that. Signal includes the entire state of California, March 2nd through 6th. 6 to 10 day temperature below normal there as well. 8 to 14 day, gotta like that signal there also. It does include the entire state of California, and then this below normal signal here across some of the west coast. And you know, we can use the cool down. We have been above average temperature wise since October 1st. That's the start of the water year there, and a percentage of average precipitation there since October 1st. Kind of the big difference between southern and northern California. Let's bring some more rainfall down here across Southern California where there is some pretty severe drought across much of the Southwest. Anyway, we'll break everything down again. We'll try to get some better timing on the systems upcoming here, and hopefully they can bring some meaningful precipitation. But otherwise, I hope you guys are having a good day. Click like and subscribe. We'll do this all again tomorrow, and I will talk to you guys then.